John Oakes here with Hanko Motors, coming at you today with our newest addition to our inventory here. This being a 1970 Plymouth Superbird. This one's done in the Alpine White, that is the original color. It has had one repaint, but again, it's been done in the original color. And we're going to do this just like we do all our other cars. Start with the underneath here. Show you the whole way down through the underside of the car before we go ahead and pull it down off the lift and then take you around the outside. So starting here at the back, you'll notice it appears that it's had a brand new tank put in here. That's in excellent condition. The mounting straps, all of your hardware, the bolts and so forth to hold that in, all in excellent condition here on this car. You'll notice on both sides it has had new tailpipes put on it, complete with the chrome exhaust tips back here. Those are in really good shape. Multi-leaf rear suspension, that's what it would have come with from the factory. Got the shocks up here. We do have a Mopar 8 3/4 rear, and this is complete with an 1 7/8" tapered pinion stem in there. So good strong rear end, because that 1 7/8" was replacement of the 1 3/4, so you got a more, bigger, more stout pinion there to really put the power down with. Now out at either end here of our rear end, we've got rear drum brakes on this car, and then we also have the original factory steel rally wheels here, 15-inch rally wheels, and those have the Goodyear Eagle ST rubber wrapped on those. And those are 235/70 R15 on the size of the tires. Okay, here we are underneath the center of this big long car here. Again, Superbird, probably one of your longest vehicles you'll come in contact with. But anyways, we can take a look at the floors here. These are all original floors, all original rocker panels on this car as well. Now you'll see on the floors, you see the heavy undercoating. Now this is all original undercoating, however it had been touched up in spots, again just to touch up that original undercoating, but what you see for the most part is all the original stuff there. You got the factory torsion bar, front suspension goes all the way up there and hooks into your factory stamped steel lower control arms there. We've got the dual exhaust that come all the way from our stock cast exhaust manifolds, come all the way back. You see it's got the crossover tube here right in the center, all the way back to our dual mufflers, and then again all the way out the back with our dual tailpipes there. This car has all the emergency brake cables all hooked up on it. All the brackets are correct on it. And then again, as we come up underneath here, transmission cross member looks to be in excellent condition as well. You don't see any dents, dings, don't even see any scrapes on that thing. It's in such good condition. You've got the Torque Flight 727 automatic transmission here, and that of course is coupled up to the original numbers match 440 Super Commando motor. That is a single 4-barrel motor. And again, as we come up underneath the front here, it's probably going to be hard to see numbers on the block, but we are going to provide you with photos of that stuff in our ad there along with our description. Okay, and now we're finally up here at the business end of our Superbird here. Again, I've mentioned it's got that numbers match motor, so let's go ahead and start with that. What I want to do right now is just give you guys the casting number that's on the block along with the date code. It does have the partial VIN, but again, you'll see that in our photos that we provide you with. As far as what the casting number is, that's going to be 253-6430-8, and that is date coded 11/5/69. Okay, so that is your numbers match 440 Super Commando single 4-barrel motor. Again, as I've mentioned, it's got the torsion bar front suspension, the stock stamped steel lower control arms, the upper A-arms there. Out at either end, you'll see this car has power disc brakes on the front of it, so that's going to help stop all that power there. Again, big car, so you need those disc brakes up front. Got a sway bar up front here too to help with handling. And all of your sway bar end link bushings, the bushings for the sway bar itself, all of your tie rod ends, the boots, ball joints, all that stuff look to be in really good condition on this car. Again, just everything real nicely done. It's got the factory stock Superbird nose cone on this. Again, just a couple of those things that make these cars so iconic would be that front nose cone, and then of course everybody knows the big wing on the back. So that's pretty much it underneath. Again, I mentioned it's got the rally wheels, so that's, you know, matching wheels front and back, the Goodyear Eagle STs, matching tires front and back as well. So that's pretty much it. So at this time, we'll go ahead and get her down off the lift, and we're going to take you around and show you the outside of this beauty. All right, we've got our 1970 Superbird here down off the lift now, so that we can go around the outside and take a quick peek on the inside there with you as well. It's a 1970 Superbird. There's really not a whole lot that we can really say about it other than it's a Superbird. We've got that iconic front nose cone up here. It's got the blacked out decals and the black headlight buckets up here. You've got the factory hood on the car, and you've got these factory front fender, like the vent scoops for on these that they put on them. Again, all of your chrome work, your trim and bright work, stuff like that, that's all in really good condition on this car. You've got the driver's side mirror here, which that is a remote mount mirror. Again, just big long car. You got the vents back here, the scoops here in the sides of the quarter panels. The black Plymouth decal back there on the quarter panel. You also have the Roadrunner Superbird decal up here on, again, that iconic rear wing that makes the Superbird what it is. Black vinyl top. All your Superbirds came with that black vinyl top. What we'll do now is just open that door up. We'll take a look real briefly here on the inside. Now this car has a few options that some may not, but everything is accounted for based on the fender tag here on the car. So all the options it came with that make it a little more different than some of your other Superbirds. Now again, just like all the other ones, you got your door, you got your little rubber bump stops, both top and bottom. All your factory weather stripping here is all in good condition. Now this has the black door frames on it. That was an option that this car came with. The other thing that you'll notice right away, it's got bucket seats. Now that's the factory high back bucket seats, the original option that this car came with. You'll also notice this car has a center console, automatic floor shifter there as well. And that center console has the factory optioned wood grain console trim in it as well. Other than that, inside here, you've got, you know, just your factory dash, just all factory instrumentation with gauges. So you've got the tick-tock tack in there, the 150 mile an hour speedo, your fuel gauge, alternator gauge, oil pressure and temperature gauge, factory AM radio, and you also have the factory heater controls in there as well, factory steering wheel. All seat belts are present, even has the shoulder harnesses tied up here, up on the headliner here, so all of that stuff is complete in the car. Carpeting is in really nice condition. Seat covers, both front, back, door panels, all in excellent condition on this car. Another option this car had that was pretty rare for its time was up here on your turn signal indicator. You've got what they call, you know, the speed control, or what we call the cruise control nowadays. So that car came with it from the factory. We'll go ahead and close the door up. Again, door closes real nice. This all the panels on this thing line up really, really good. Your door gaps, elevations, just everything like that, all in really good condition on the car. As you can see here, that is the Alpine white paint. And this car, that's the original color, again, as decoded out under the hood on that fender tag. But this car was just a one repaint car, but again, it was done in the original colors. Now we've made our way around to the back side here of our 70 Superbird. Again, back here, trunk lid. You can look at the fitment here, look at your gaps, look at the elevation the whole way around on that big trunk lid back here, and it lines up just about as good as what you could ever imagine it to. Again, the tail panel itself, all white, got the white bezels around the tail lights, very nicely chromed rear bumper. Again, you see that iconic rear wing there that makes that Superbird what it is. We'll go ahead and pop the trunk. And inside in the trunk, no disappointments here either. Beautifully detailed out trunk area, all painted up just the same as the car, that Alpine white. You've got matching spare tire in there that's brand new, mounted on a steel wheel, all painted up white just like the car. Got a nice trunk mat inside here, and you got some floor mats in there if you ever wanted to put them in just to help protect the carpeting. They are there. Jack assembly, everything like that is all included in this car, and your weather stripping seals around the trunk, all very nice, just like new. No issues with sealing or any water getting inside the trunk. Again, this car was gone through and restored. They've done a really nice job, and they've addressed those issues, and there are no issues now. So we'll go ahead and close the trunk up now. Again, closes up real nice, and it is locked. Again, you can just see the fitment of that big trunk lid there. And now that we're over here on the passenger side of the car, again, you're going to see everything is just the same as it was over on the driver's side. Again, all the decals, all the emblems on the car in really good condition. The black vinyl here on the quarter panels and up here on the wing, all real nice. Again, even your bezels around, like your turn signal indicators, your side marker lights, those are really nice as well. As we come forward, we have the 15-inch factory steel rally wheels. Those do have the beauty rings and the center caps, all four. Again, Goodyear Eagle ST tires on all four corners, including that spare tire that we saw in the trunk. And those are all 235/70 R15 size tires. So everything's all matching. Again, we've already mentioned that vinyl top, all of your trim work, your drip rail moldings, all in really good condition. Again, we'll go ahead to the door here. First thing, just notice the door gaps, both on the back side and up here on the front. Very nice. Elevations are dead on this car. Again, we open up the door. Again, same thing here. You've got the little rubber bump stops on the top and down on the bottom. Weather stripping, all very good condition. There's no cracks, no tears. Door panels, again, no rips, tears, wrinkles, anything like that. Very nice fitting panels. The black door frames, those bucket seats that we've already mentioned, the factory dash, factory center console, all that stuff, all in real good shape. Even your little the door jamb U-seals here, those are in really good shape as well. That's really about it. We've gone through the inside there previously, so we'll go ahead and close this up. And the door shuts really nice and easy. Again, even your trim around the wing windows here, the wing windows, very nicely detailed here on this car. Again, you see all the trim work around the windshield. That's very nice too. No dents, dings, anything like that on all that stuff. Again, those front fender vent scoops there on tops of the fenders. That was factory on these cars. And again, now we've ended up at the front of the car now. So at this time, we'll go ahead and bring our camera around to the front side, and we'll go ahead and open that hood up. And we'll talk to you a little bit about that numbers matching motor that's under the hood. Okay, now we're here at the other business end of our 1970 Superbird, this being the front end and the engine compartment here. Again, that front end, we've already spoke of that iconic nose cone here that the Superbirds had. You see it's got the black vinyl decals around the headlights. The black headlight doors here, again vacuum operated, and the headlights function perfectly on this car. Now we've already gone ahead and opened up our hood. It's got the hood pins, of course, as they all do, up on the front side of the hood. And inside here now, again, we briefly touched on it, but this is a numbers matching 440 Super Commando single 4-barrel motor in this car. I believe the horsepower rating was, I think they factored it about 375, I think. Could be wrong, but I think that's what it was. Again, the underside of the hood, you can see it. It's very nicely done, the hood insulation, all that stuff. Underneath, though, in the engine bay, a very factory appearing, all stock, all original appearing engine bay here. As you see, it's got the factory style air cleaner on it with the 440 Super Commando decals and emblems on it. It's got all of your lines all hooked up on it just as it should be. You've got the stock cast intake, stock valve covers, stock exhaust manifolds on it. Again, we've already said that on the underside videos that we've got dual exhaust the whole way back, but they are run off of those stock cast exhaust manifolds. You've got the power brakes. Again, we've already gone over that. It's power front disc brakes, rear drum brakes, power steering car as well. It's got the Roadrunner horn mounted over here on this side, and that does work. You've got heater lines all hooked up as well. That would be the factory style carburetor on it as well. 7-blade cooling fan on this car. It's got the shroud on it as well to help with cooling. And that's really about it. Besides the fact that the engine is numbers matching, the transmission is also numbers matching. That 727 Torque Flight transmission, again, all original to this car. It's what it was born with. So that's really about it for our car. You'll see a lot more of the photos and so forth on our website too. So again, if you have any questions, anything at all that we can help you with, definitely feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email. All of our contact information will be given on the video and on our website whenever you look the ad up. So definitely feel free to do that. We'll do our best to help you in any way we can.